What's going on, guys? Thekeymaster 84 coming at you today with some more vlogging, because that's what we do. And even though I had videos saved up, I could not pass on the story, but let me give you a little background about why we ended up doing this story. The video would have already been posted if things had gone correctly. So, for all those you don't know, I have a secondary channel called Emergent Productions. It's where a lot of my gameplay, it's where all my gameplay, a lot of stuff with Big Row, it's where all that stuff goes. With that being said, I was trying to record that last night because I was like, the vlog videos that I have saved, they take me very little time to edit, which is one thing I do like about doing vlogs. But the problem was, wow, I didn't realize the cold air was on my car and I'm freezing now. It's only 52 outside. The problem is I recorded in a little bit different way to catch me and Big Row playing this weekend, and something has gone awry. I'm not sure what. I'm not sure I'm going to fix it. Something has gone awry, and I have a wicked echo in my mic now. Like it's like if you're watching the same video about 3 seconds apart from each other. So literally it's just like boom. So it's just like a stadium announcer, and it sucks. So we had the exact same train. If you guys go over to Emergent Productions right now, well, don't go right now. We'll after you finish this video. Well, you can go right now, but you have to come back. That train, I don't know if you guys saw it, the train that was in that video was the exact same train we just hit right there. So, that's kind of crazy. But, as you can see, we don't have to wait for that train because of the way it all worked out, because I know how to go. I know the way to go to avoid certain situations. But I digress, and I get sidetracked. So, yeah, needless to say, this mic situation frustrated me like no other last night, and I did that one first because the vlogs don't really take me too long to edit, and so I thought, I will do my Thekeymaster's corner over there and then move over and do the edit on the vlog real quick. Well, that didn't happen, so because I was too busy troubleshooting my mic situation for me to realize that, oh man, I really need to do this vlog, and then it got too late. Yeah, it happens. But that's why I am very crafty and always have a backup plan, which is why we're here today. So, with that being said, the thing I want to talk about today. So there were 3 teams that were notified over the weekend that they have to by Riot Games sell their teams. 3 of them. You got, I think it's Renegades, Dragon Knights, and Impulse. I think it's Impulse. But you got these 3 teams that are being told by Riot, you have to sell your LCS spot. Have to. It's just the way it is. There were reasons behind it. 2 of the teams were colluding on trades because a few people own stake in both teams, which you're not supposed to do. So they didn't cut out their antics. So Riot had to step in, make a judgment, a decision, and it's it's going to cost them big time. Unfortunate, but that's the way it goes. And then the other team is just not paying their players correctly. They're not contracting them correctly. They're not contracting them according to how Riot deems that you contract your people. So they got to sell their team. Now, people who don't pay attention to stuff like I do may be like, whoa, Riot, it's harsh, bro. And they've had like 6 months to fix their stuff. So I don't know why they didn't change what they were doing, or I don't know why adjustments weren't made to fix these problems to not have to sell their teams, but they didn't do it. So you lose your team. That sucks for them, but it is what it is. You guys had time to fix what you were doing, and you didn't. So now you gotta sell your stuff. And it's just, people may feel like it's harsh, but like, you look at, basketball, baseball, football, any standard sport. I'm still trying to figure out a good term for that. Any traditional sport. If you don't pay your players, probably not going to be able to keep your team. Just saying. It's just not going to happen. I doubt the NFL will be like, oh, hey, Redskins fans? Yeah, you guys are going to lose your team now because these jackholes, they couldn't pay their players right. Sorry. And it's just like, it could happen. I guess it could never happen, but the odds of it happening are very slim. But if it did happen, you best bet believe that the NFL would be stepping in. If teams were caught, colluding on trade picks and being like, well, hey, bro, if you take this guy and I take this guy, and we trade with each other, we can help each other out. And we can move around some salary. And we can do this, that, and the other thing. And then it'll benefit both teams because, hey, I got a 30% stake in each company. That would never happen. That would be... I don't even want to know what would happen if that got out, that happened in a traditional sport. When I first read the story, I was like, man, should Riot really have that kind of power? But then, like, the more and more my brain started thinking about it, and I was like, well, if this were two baseball teams, if this were two football teams, if this were two soccer teams, if this were two hockey teams, yeah, the governing bodies would have to step in. The governing bodies would have to be like, hey, bros, you guys messed up. So now we have to make a decision. And that's, stealing a quote from Dana White from the UFC, never let it go to decision. Never let it go to decision, because then it's in somebody else. And they can decide whatever they want to decide. These three teams had 6 months to figure their stuff out. They chose not to. Now they have to pay the pipe. So let me know what you guys think below about whether or not you guys think that Team Dragonite, Team Impulse, and Team Renegades should lose their spots. Make sure you also guys are leaving those likes and subscribes while you're here. And until next time, guys, it's Thekeymaster 84. Play games to make gains. And haters are going to hate. See you guys later.